the hip hop gamer show. What it is, hip hop gamer show.
Yo, what's up? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. My name is Gerard Williams, but they call me Hip Hop Gamer, Hot 97. This is Jonathan Morin. When Watch Dogs 1 was first announced, I was like, yo, what are they doing? This man's passion was on another level. We have Watch Dogs 2. Hack everything. You pulling no punches, talking about everything. Like, how has it been? How has the road been for you? Developing this game, going with a black lead protagonist, and his name is Marcus, which is my son's name. So this was crazy for me. How has this road been overall? And before you answer, I love you, dog. I love your work. This is heavenly to me. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
A pleasure. Well, when we started Watch Dogs 2, we had to dig into the city first. For me, it's all about like realism first. So when we started to dig into the Bay Area, we thought it was a really exciting place to go. And everything comes from there. Marcus comes from there. Like, all the ideas comes from our visit that we've been there. Like, when we arrived in the Bay Area, heard about the gentrification going on there, the hippies, the hipsters and the techies, the tension going on there, Oakland versus the Marine County versus Silicon Valley and the San Francisco city. We thought, you know what, this place is all about everything is possible. This place is all about listening to those companies pitching their things, and these were all hackers before. They were all people who could think outside the box and have their own ideas. So we wanted to have a younger character to portray that everything is possible, and we wanted to have someone who lived into the tension of the place. So Marcus is born in San Francisco. Family was gentrified outside into Oakland. Lived the frustrations of being wrongly profiled because the guy is smart, programmer, understand computers. So we thought it would be interesting to have a guy who understands what it means to see how the maths work behind the curtain, but still see some things fishy and not right about what's going on out there. So he joined the DedSec group, and this time around we can go for a more like rebellious nature, where the guy goes against the entire establishment to bring back a certain balance. We thought it would be really exciting.
That'd be crazy. I love the way you broke that down, man. Now I gotta jump into it. Hack everything. This gameplay, the fighting combat system, the parkour. Like, what I want to ask you is, what type of gameplay that we can expect in terms of the way the game comes at you? Because you can hack everything, do all these things, is cool, but I want to see how the game comes at you, how you're going to be attacked. You know, what our enemies going to do to you that's going to make these hacking abilities necessary. Walk us through the balance of the game and the heart of the battle and the combat system.
Yeah. I think one of the main things we did is make the AI a lot more self-aware of what's going on. What it means by that is, in the first game, everybody was kind of circling around not Marcus, but Aiden back then. It was all around the player. Now it's not fully simulated around the player. It's a simulation, and then the player is in there. Yes. It means that, yes, they could come at you full force, and they're a lot more dangerous and a lot faster. But it's also, you can also mess around with them by knowing that they can interact with other people, right? So you can start like pissing them off, like just simple actions. Like, for example, when you profile people, you might have noticed that there's a little emoticon like in the profiler. That's CTOS analyzing the moods of the person with facial recognition and things like that. So you can use that to, you know, look at who they are and then like say, hey, fuck you, man, and then see if he's gonna react like saying, I'm gonna push you back and I'm pissed off, or is he gonna be scared and leaving? And then by messing around with this stuff, you can say, what if I bring someone who tend to be pissed off all the time and throw him into enemy territory? Then maybe he's gonna provoke the guys with the guns. Maybe he's gonna get to a big fight. Maybe the cop's gonna come in, and that's gonna get them all busy, so I can go elsewhere and do something else. So there's a lot more control the player have, and for that you want to make sure AI has a better position so that you feel like you need to use these tools. This time around, hacking costs a bit more. Every time you use hack, it costs what we call botnets. Hackers use that to synchronize different hardwares, basically, to pull up their hacks. So the more you do operations with DedSec, the more you get followers, and that's how you get these progressions and these kind of thing. So the more popularity you get, the best way you get there. So at the beginning of the game, hacking a car, for example, you can do it once or twice. At the end of the game, you can pretty much remote control it non-stop. So not only the acts are more open and let you have fun and ideas with just one act, but it gets more exciting as the game progresses.
Oh my God! You gotta hold the belt, please. Just real quick. You gotta hold the belt. You're doing some amazing shit right now, man. Okay. Now, my next question is a big question. Like, this is like, now, when it comes to the overall franchise, Watch Dogs, it seems like you guys are like touching on the modern day, like everything that's happening around you. So, is there a way, or do you guys got plans to have an algorithm where if certain things take place, like for example with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and all the stuff that's going on in politics and people, the injustices of the world, all this other stuff, do you think there's a way where there's missions that can be created that represent the injustices that we see happening in the world, and we could actually play it out through DedSec? I think that would be very interesting.
Well, we're not going that far. But just by, when you start digging into the internet and you start digging into what's going on, if you don't look for the main Fox News stuff going on and you look for more the news that are emergent, you can pretty well understand what's going to happen next. So I think everybody does that. They say news tend to give us like forefront informations. But what's interesting with digging with Watch Dogs is now we ended up again at E3 showing a demo about the impact of social media and democracy. And in the news they're talking about that right now. Like and it's not like we made the demo in a day, right? Like it was there before. The key is to understand how technology works right now, to not fall into the trap of talking about stuff that will happen tomorrow, and more help people understand that or see what's going on that they don't understand. Like hackers for me is people who understand how computer works. I mean, you're old enough, like you've been growing with computers. You know what a file is.
Absolutely.
You know what a folder is. Your son Marcus might not know what a file is, right? My son don't know what a file is. They look at pictures and they click on it. Hackers understand how it works, so they have this responsibility to bring back this information so people can understand how they use technology versus what these people can do with the information you share with them. And that, I think, is just by thinking about it, the answers are there, and that's are there to basically do these operations to expose them. So after every operation, you expose a huge video to the society, and then people start igniting debates about these things, and you feel like you're doing something different. So that's kind of their way of bringing back the explanation, so people realize that it's great to mess around with your phone, but it should be explained to us how people uses it, so we can make better choice about how we're using them.
This game is gonna be crazy. That's it. Like, how much time we got? No time? Alright, cool. So, like, the camera about to cut off. But look, one love and God bless. Everything this man said should make you want to go out there and get Watch Dogs 2. It's over. It's a wrap. It's your boy. I can't even talk right now because I'm so excited about what he had to say about this game. Watch Dogs 2 coming when?
November 15.
November 15th this year?
Yep.
Oh, sorry about that. This year, Hot 97 Hip Hop Gamer. Alright, we out. Peace. Thank you, Jonathan.